And welcome back to another live from the Norwegian Woods. Once again, I'm your host, Ulf Hawkins from WhiteWolfAlchemy.com, and in this video, we are going to talk about connection. And of course, as always, the twin flame connection, the soul to soul connection, soul alchemy connections, divine partnership, sacred union, that kind of stuff. But first, as always, you know how we do over here. We like to connect first and foremost to that higher self. It is the most important connection that we have. And without our connection to higher self, without our connection to source, and source creative energy, all other connections fade, including our connection to self and other. So that is why I always like to conduct these sessions with connecting up to that stream of consciousness that is you, that is your higher self, so that I can, of course, transmit these videos from my highest version of self, and you can receive these transmissions from your highest version of self. So, tune into your body. Tune into your breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose. One for mind. All the way down and hold it at the top for 1, 2, and... and one for body in through the nose. Hold it at the top for 1, 2, and nice and easy. And one for spirit in through the nose. Back it in. Hold it at the top. 1, and Good. See, this really all it takes is 3 deep prana breaths in through the nose and slowly out the mouth to kind of slow all your stress down, slow it all down just for a moment so that you can receive the information that is coming to you through you. Now, what I see a lot of in this twin flame community and the spiritual community at large is when people are given these soul to soul connections and their frequencies ignite and catalyze one another, and the alchemy begins to happen, and they grow fond of the connection to each other. They forget what brought them together in the first place. They forget that 0 point energy. They forget that the third energy that they're feeling and that they're experiencing is source creative energy. They get swallowed up by the obsession of one another. And the connection to source gets lost. The connection to the divine gets lost. And they find themselves in triggers and obsession, divine obsession, and desperate to connect and make use of this energy. And as Mel Brand said, hide the wiener. These kinds of things. I love that phrase, hide the wiener. He had a good sense of humor, that guy. So and it's so easy to forget with the intensity of the connection. And you think that if only I can be with this person, everything will be fine. If only I can connect with this person today, online or on the phone or however, then our connection is saved. But as long as you're not connecting to your higher self first, to your source stream of consciousness and energy, most of what you will connect to is one another's pain body, one another's emotional body, and the sexual body, the etheric. All the while, the spiritual body, and the astral self, the astral connect part of your energetic makeup and your higher self, it kind of fades away. And because you're connecting so much in the pain body and all these triggers, a lot of these connections go tits up, belly up in the aquarium. All the fish are dead because you failed to feed them. That's kind of a good analogy for what happens in these connections. Forget to change the water, forget to be present, forget to be lucid and conscious with the self and connecting to you. And so the tumultuousness, it grows. The triggers grow and expand. And then you go, because of the intensity, then you go into avoidance, right? One of you will start to want to pull away because it doesn't feel good anymore. You go into avoidance. The other goes into love addiction and gets desperate to connect again. And both are filled with fear of losing the connection. And then with your co-creative capacity, you produce and manifest what is that you fear. And so the connection suffers at the loss of connection to source, at the loss of connection to the higher self. Higher self first, always. Valerie Lynn, yes. Higher self first, always. So if you connect to your higher self first, then connect to source, right? You connect to your energies, you connect within. You meditate. Then you will be able to maintain the connection for a lot longer. Sitting with the pain body, sitting with the emotional body, sitting with the mental body to such an extent that they're allowed to have the presence to heal. You have to feel it to heal it, right? And so the most important time that you can have in these soul-to-soul connections is time apart. And when you don't choose time apart first, Source or the divine, the universe will choose, time apart for you. And that is what happens with a lot of these connections. It may not always be that separation is even needed. If you have the spiritual maturity to choose connection first. Not your soul connection, but not your soul partner, but your connection to the divine, connection to the higher self. That is why I advise creativity to be at the center of your soul connection. That is why I advise you to be fond of something else that your soul connection may not be able to be a part of. Something that is only yours. It could be an instrument, or many instruments for that matter. It can be your pencils and paintbrush. It can be your yoga practice. It can be martial arts practice. It could be Qigong, Tai Chi. Any of these kinds of things. As long as you are creative and as long as you are in your own energy, so that you can know what is you, so that you can know source creative energy alone, the third energy. Then you can navigate your soul connection much more efficiently, much more maturely, and a lot of the tits out may not happen. So if you're in separation right now and you're feeling restless and anxious and desperate and in obsession, doing all the things that we do when we are in that energy, stalking online, been there, done that, or thinking about them, obsessing all the time, what I want you to do is, when this video is over, go offline, turn off your laptop, turn off your device, put down your phone, and go be with yourself. Sit with what you're feeling and be creative, for example. Don't go and yammer in the Facebook groups, whine about, what they will do and will not do. It will not do you no good. It will only cause more harm to you and to your connection. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing, as Lee and Sherry said. Stop what you're doing. And do something different. Otherwise, you're basically playing out the very definition of insanity. Because it's not working out for you, is it? Nope. I know, because I've been there. And I've been in this community for an odd, over a decade. And I've seen all of this transpire over and over again with different people, with different soul-to-soul connections myself. And the common denominator that everybody has is the divine obsession. Obsessed with this connection, obsessed with the soul partner, obsessed with the label twin flame and talking about it, connecting with others about it who are on the same path, in hopes that someday you can reconnect with your beloved twin flame, right? And obsession is a funny thing. It stems from one thing: addiction. Addiction. And you're addicted to distraction. Distraction from the pain body. Distraction from the mental body. Distraction from the emotional body. The best thing that I ever did for myself was deactivate my social media accounts for 3 months and go into hiding. I spent time in nature reconnecting with the self, with the higher self, with the universe, with nature, with the divine. And I grew a mystical connection that far exceeds any connection I've ever had to another human being. Good to see so many familiar faces here. You see, what I realized when I was gone for 3 months was that nobody had really changed. I had changed because I chose to do something differently, but I had not missed out on anything. I had not missed out on a thing. Everyone was still doing the same things online, posting the same memes, posting the same complaining and whining, posting the same stuff, same poetry, same music, same, hi, look at me kind of stuff. And I had something to show for it. I had retrieved something unique. I had found the Philosopher's Stone. I had found the Emerald Heart. I had found divine connection. Now, of course, the first thing I wanted to do when I felt that way was to connect with another again. And that happened. And I got more lessons to learn, and I did. Because I wanted to understand, I wanted to excavate as much as I could from these connections that I could learn. What was these connections about? What was the hidden secrets and golden nuggets that I could bring back to the collective of new information that was not regurgitated, parroted stuff, copy-paste material from other Twin Flame pages. And I did. I retrieved a unique message. And I'm still kind of having my own flavor to this day, which I'm very, very grateful for. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, Source. And thank you, Mel, for teaching me how to connect to my higher self. So when we've done the inner child work, we've got the inner child in the reins. It is no longer sabotaging our lives. That's when we do the Heroes Gamos. We connect the inner mom and inner dad and become the divine parent. That's when we then connect the higher self, so we become a unified being. And when we have done these 3 things, the Holy Trinity of spiritual work, then you will never look back again. You will never try to find love in the arms of another. You will be that love that you seek. And then you can share it with another, however you see fit. You see? And that is why I am also a firm believer of 100% sobriety, no plant medicines, no ceremonies during that specific work. Otherwise, you have crutches to lean on, and you can basically look at yourself as a broken leg. And if you are using a crutch to train that broken leg to walk again, that broken leg will never heal. Right? But when you are done with this work, you can go back to the poison plant path. You can go back to the plant medicine and enjoy ceremony in a way that does not sabotage your life. You could even have a glass of wine or a drink in a way that would not, ruin you or destroy what you've built. But in that time of doing the inner child work, we have to be strict. Otherwise, the inner child will not find the healing that it desperately needs. And the same with distractions. If you're not on your own during that work, we don't really heal either. Because you have someone to lean on. You have that love from someone else. And then you won't really seek your own love. You won't really go and be with yourself in the way that you need to find that love that you are. The inner child is also guiding you. Everything is in service to you. You just have to be so connected that you understand what you're being taught. That you understand the lesson being given to you. Everything is in service to you. All the bullshit. Even when we experience the worst of traumas, loss, grief. From what you told me, Lily Rose, you've just been very unfortunate with your choice of teachers, mentors, and healers. There are a lot of shysters and charlatans in this community, and I think you've had your fair share of a lot of them. And I think that's unfortunate. Be mindful not to be fooled by too many promises that seem too good to be true. If it seems far-fetched, if it seems, unreal, chances are that's exactly what it is. And I know that's been the case for you for many, many, many years. You've had the good fortune and blessing of working with some of us that are really, really efficient and good at what we do. But I don't think that, it was enough for you. I think you wanted more than what we could deliver. And a lot of people in the spiritual community do just that. They want more than what can be actually delivered. And because they do, they get fooled by the glitter and the glam and the phony baloney. But those are lessons too that's in service to you as well. Can you see the lessons there? Eventually you will come to learn and feel the real from the fake. Hopefully. But there is a lot of phony baloney unicorn bullshit in the spiritual community. And it's big money. You can go to 10 healers and 2 of them will be the real deal. That's the state of affairs within the spiritual community. You worked with Nick Whitty, I know. She was one of my teachers and amazing. You worked with me. And I was taught by some of the best in this community, as well as taught by Spirit, and had my own blessed teachings provided to me from Source and Spirit in the time that I chose to be, in separation from everything but myself. The quick fix, when people offer you the quick fix, that's when a bell should ring for a lot of you. Nobody can hand you a quick fix. Not the best doctors in the world, not the best healers in the world. Nothing is a quick fix. It's grueling, arduous, hard work for all of us who wish to retrieve the Philosopher's Stone. And if it was easy, then anyone could do it. And a lot of people think that anyone can be a healer. I'm not at that. No. You have to have gone through awful things in life to be a good healer. I'm sorry. Warm hands is fine and dandy. Can give off good energy. Sure. But you can only go as high as you've dove deep into the depths of hell and climbed back up. The more darkness you have in you, the greater the light. The darkness gives birth to the light, after all. And I tell this to anyone who will listen. So, you can't really buy certificates of healing. You can learn some modalities here and there. Sure. And these modalities can be great. But they're just, a blueprint for healing. The blueprint of alchemy is within the alchemist, or not. And the case with a lot of these healers is the blueprint of alchemy is not there, because they have yet to perform alchemy themselves, on themselves. So you have the blind leading the blind in most of the spiritual community. Copy-paste here and copy-paste there. Copy-paste this and copy-paste that. And let's say we're a healer. It doesn't really work that way. Transforming and transmuting. Yep, that's what we're about. And I know a lot of you, and I've seen a lot of you perform great alchemy in your lives. And I remember you from way back when. Some of you 5 years, some of you 10 years. And I have faith that once you commit to wanting to know the truth, once you commit to wanting to know your darkness, you will come to know your light. But because you want to know your light without knowing your darkness, your light evades you. So if you can sit with your darkness until it gives birth to light, it will be a light that can never be taken from you. And it's a light that keeps on giving. and transforming and igniting and catalyzing and blessing. The curse has become the blessing. I know. I've seen it time and time again. And when you have something that nobody can take from you, you become solid. Yes, Lisa. You become solid. You become powerful, a force to be reckoned with. Unfuckwithable. So if you were to connect with your higher self right now, a lot would change. If you haven't already connected, that is. But I have to connect consciously in my life. Otherwise I will go unconscious from time to time. It's not the way that it was 15, 20 years ago, where I would sabotage my life and destroy my relationships. But it's enough for me to have a reminder of how important it is to connect to higher self and to my soul stream first, before I navigate my life, before I navigate my my transpersonal relationships. So feeling your body, just wiggling your toes to ground. Feeling your shins, your calves, your knees. Feeling your thighs, your butt, tailbone, your pelvis, hips. Feeling your lower back, your abdomen, your intestines. Feeling your spine, your lungs, your heart. Feeling your shoulders, your neck. Wiggle your ears, your face, your head, your scalp, your arms, your hands, fingers, wrists, elbows. Just feeling your whole body. Embodied, right? Connecting with your breathing. Breathing deep and just being with that breath. With the waves. You should feel your abdomen expanding on the in-breath, contracting on the out-breath. It's kind of like a little reverse of how we automatically do it, but pull all the air all the way down to the abdomen, right? Slowing the breath down. Slowing down. Really, basically, that's the most important thing we can do. Because this world is overwhelming, stressful, right? Distracting. And then just be with what we're feeling. If you have any pains and aches, allow the body to speak its language through pain. Allow the ache in the emotional body and the solar plexus, if there is anxiety or whatever there is there. Breathe through it. Feeling that stream of consciousness is coming into the crown. Consciously connecting that way. Okay, my stream of consciousness. Closing my eyes and maybe ask, how does my higher self look? How would my higher self feel like? How would my higher self energetically be like? Its energy signature as a divine blueprint for what I have been, what I am, and what I have yet to be, right? All possible timelines available through that higher self. All past, present, and future lives. All there. All multidimensional avatars, including that soul connection that you're connected to, or soul connections, right? All talents, gifts, and traits, all latent talents, gifts, and traits as well. Any talents, gifts, and traits that you have yet to embody, that you have yet to cultivate and achieve. So we connect to that future self that is already healed. Connect to that future self that is the one that you wish to embody, the one that you want to bring forth through you, right? The one that you're working towards becoming, that future self. How does that look? How does that feel? To have your shit together, so to speak, right? The best way to put it, having our shit together. Physically fit, mentally fit, emotionally fit, spiritually fucking fit, right? Absolutely. Aligned, lucid, present, engaged, thriving, abundant. And deeply healing. Right? And then pull that higher self closer to you through that stream of consciousness. Down. Through the crown, the third eye, the green chakra, the throat, the thymus, the higher heart, the heart chakra, the manifestation chakra, the solar plexus, the hara chakra, the root. Feeling that highest version of yourself embodied into the tip of your toes, the tip of your fingers, and as it locks in, rub your abdomen and your chest. And feel how it feels to have mastered those things that you wish to master. How it feels to become that which you are becoming without sabotage, without being out of alignment, fully aligned with your divine blueprint, fully embodying your full potential. And then take a deep breath in here. And give off a sigh. That's how good it feels. That's how good it feels. Thank you. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, Mel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for interacting with me here. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and being part of this growing community. And if you would like to do some real work, you know where to find me. And thanks to everyone who is finding me through the beautiful interwebs, because I have not had to do a lot of these lives. I've not had time to do a lot of them, and still I've been blessed with clients and an income stream, and I am very, very blessed and grateful for that. And thank you, guys. Now consciously connect with that future version of yourself every day until it is here. Co-create that shit with your higher self. Bring it about every day. I challenge you, do it for 90 days straight, every day, and then come back here and show me. Come back here in 90 days and show me. Show me what you've done. Show me the change. I know the power of this. I've used it on myself and my clients. I know the power of it. It works. It takes just a little bit of effort to align with that, and then bring it in. Bring it in. You see the difference between intention and intent is an ocean wide. Intention, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, they say. But intent, that's fucking magic. That's manifestation power. That's co-creative consciousness. And yeah, I've seen it. Stay unfuckwithable, Valerie Lynn. Thank you so much. Talk to you guys soon. And always new articles coming, minor ones on my Instagram, on here, and more exclusive content on the White Wolf Alchemy website. And I understand, Lily. And, you know, that's the hard part too, because there's so much misinformation in this community and leading us astray that, but you're here now, and now is all that matters. Where you go from here is up to you. Just stay true to yourself and retrieve the lessons of whatever it is that you're going through, and move on to the next. You will be growing steadily, and you're a tenacious mofo, because I've seen you go through hardship upon hardship upon hardship, and still you're here kicking it and choosing to keep trying to figure shit out. And you know, you must also remember that I am turning 45 in a few days, so I have a few years on a lot of you. And you know, yeah, years of suffering and struggling here too. And it shapes us, it forms us, and, you know, diamonds are made from being under pressure. Pressure, my friend. So allow yourself time to become what you are becoming. Spend more time with you, Lily. You're amazing. And don't outsource that need for love to other people, because they will keep disappointing you again and again and again and again. That's just what people do, so that we can learn to go within for that stream of gold that is within. Yeah. So, thank you so much. Peace.